Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Friday, August 12th, 2022. And I would like you to indulge me for a couple minutes as I do some rules of the road. I thought about doing this as an afterword, but it's important enough that I think we need to, again, have some rules of the road here. First of all, a big welcome to new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. And for the many people that have had to subscribe more than once, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Okay, and by the way, in the background we have Chloe. So she's my unofficial co-host, and I have no idea where LASD is. Okay, rules of the road. My main platform for putting up my videos is YouTube, and I have to be careful about how I phrase things. If I was going to say where I am on the spectrum of being awake, I'm here. And I realize that my recordings are kind of here, but that's because as people are starting to look for alternative sources of information and realize what they've been hearing hasn't been true, they start in more typical outlets, and you've got to meet them halfway. Yes, I'm more awake than my videos sometimes say. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not being authentic. It just means that, it's like when you're playing poker, you don't always just play with your cards face up, okay? But what you show is honestly what you have in your hand. And then second of all, I don't charge for my content. In fact, I try to make as little money as possible at it because I don't want to be a PAY patriot. So you haven't paid anything to watch my content. If you don't like it, go away. Scroll somewhere else. I've been criticized for using the word liberal. How come it's okay to say the word conservative but not liberal? I'm going to say the word liberal at times in my video. I will try not to do it in a disparaging way at all, even though my personal politics do tend toward conservatism. I'm a non-affiliated voter. I'm not a Republican, but I admit that I tend to have conservative viewpoints. I value hard work and integrity. I value authenticity and honesty, and I try to provide that in what I do here. And by being authentic, that means you're looking at my actual living room of the only piece of real estate I own. You're looking at my actual face, which has never had any kind of plastic surgery, with no more makeup than I wear to the store. Okay? Because if you want studio effects, you're going to be at CNN or some mainstream outlet. Okay? And again, my videos are for entertainment purposes. I do personally believe that sometimes I have some information that might be useful. I think sometimes we get some insights in the course of a video that are interesting and informational, either or, sometimes and. That's just the way it is, okay? And I just wanted to set the record straight there because I don't want to come off as anything but authentic, okay? I have no problem with coming off elderly. I'm 66. I have no problem coming off whatever. But what I am going to come off with you is being as authentic as possible, okay? And part of that authenticity, I truly believe that tarot cards are a tool that can be used, and especially in this crazy world we've got right now, they provide more honesty than the mainstream's ever going to. So that's why I like to discuss current events as if you were in the room with me. And then we see what the tarot cards have to say. I find it fascinating and interesting, and hopefully you do too. And if not, like I said, bye-bye, go away. Find something else to watch. Your time is precious, so don't waste it on me unless what I have to say resonates with you. Okay, well, this weekend, Alt Media is reporting that there is going to be an event which will be live on RSBN. One moment, and I'll share that with you. So over at RSBN this weekend, there's going to be a live stream called The Pit, hosted by Greg Phillips, who I have a huge amount of respect for. I'm not planning to watch it start to finish, but I am going to check in with it. I wanted to mention that in case you were interested and not sure where to find it. It will be at RSBN. They do often have things on YouTube that are from RSBN, but very seldom is it their live stream. So you may have to go there directly to view it. Now, here's just the reality where we're at. We're told that there will be all sorts of new and exciting information there that may help change our political landscape in America. That'd be great. My personal feeling is those of us that will be viewing that information already pretty much know it. And those that need to view it so they could start maybe making more informed, changed decisions won't tune in. But let's see what the cards have to say, okay? So I want to ask the question carefully, because on the one hand, while I don't think the people that need to hear that information are going to listen to it, I also firmly believe that we are so close to big changes happening in our world, huge changes, not just the political landscape of one country, but to our world. I really, really believe that. So I think tonight I'm going to ask two questions. The first question is going to be simple. Will this upcoming live stream that is being hosted called The Pit have a direct result in changing the political landscape in the near future for the United States? Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. Pardon me, Seven of Cups. 10 of Swords. The Moon. Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, well, the situation we asked was this upcoming live stream that Greg Phillips is hosting. Will it directly affect a change on the American political landscape? So that situation is indicated by the Seven of Cups. Now, I sometimes refer to that as my smoke and mirrors. It's one you often see when people are trying to confuse you, you know, to think of a shell game type of thing. But it's also one of kind of wishful thinking, okay? And so we're getting it's kind of wishful thinking. However, it is indicating, you know, tens are the end of something, that we are coming up on the end of an era, that this may be like the final disclosure of new information. I'm saying that because the recent past we have the moon, and the moon is about hidden information. And so, yes, they are going to be presenting some information that has not previously been available to the general public, okay? As far as though this is our present card, we have the Two of Pentacles. So it's 50-50 about whether it's going to end up making any kind of direct change. However, looking at the near future, we've got some really excellent cards for some change, and we were asking specifically about the political landscape in the United States. So we've got the Four of Wands here, which is a celebration card, and it's also a partnership card. And then we have the Ten of Cups, which is, again, you know, it's the fulfillment of, and this is our earth element. And if you look in the background, all ages are represented here. It's also usually like a multi-generation card. And it's a very, very nice one. It's good things for multi-generations. So we're going to have some celebrating. These changes upcoming are going to affect the entire country. However, we're not going to see immediate results as in full. So I do look for something to change as a result of this, but not as much as those of us that are awake would like, but we are facing a change. So let me do a second shuffle. I'm going to have to clear the deck, and I'll do that off camera. But I'll finish the shuffling with you so you know that we're getting the universe's information and not Laura's Laura's opinion. For example, I came into this thinking it's not going to change much, but we are looking at the possibility there's going to be some change. This live stream is part of it. And so that was a little surprising for me. So let's do another one and see if we can get a little more specific information about upcoming changes to the political landscape in the United States. Okay, I'll be right back. So let's see if we can get a little more specific in our question and possibly a little more specific in the answer. What we will be asking the universe to inform and advise about what near future changes, visible changes, will America see in our political landscape? Visible changes to the political landscape in the near future from any source, not just this live stream that's coming up. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Our first card is the Three of Cups. Six of Swords, King of Swords, High Priestess, Hanged Man, Seven of Pentacles again, and Nine of Swords. So we were asking if there was a little more specific information about some visible changes that might be seen in the American landscape in the near future. Now, that situation is indicated by the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of healing and quite often celebration. So we're getting a really positive note here to this question. And the Six of Swords always means coming from a time of trouble into a place that's less troubled, because there's troubled water on this side and they're steering into the calm and cool. So we are coming out of the storm. Who knows? Who knows? In the recent past and affecting all the present and future is the King of Swords. He's often my Mr. T card. Mr. T is still very much with us. He's in the background, but he's very much with us. Now, the High Priestess is front and center here. And she can be a card signifying the divine feminine. And for those that are on a more spiritual path, our world is changing to where there's more balance between the masculine and feminine. And there needs to be. It shouldn't be one or the other. It should be both. Balance. The universe is all about balance. And so while there's some hidden information and mysteries involved with her, okay, and she can be a little tricky card. She is a major arcana here. There is some big stuff going on in the present, is what it's saying. Now, then we come down and say the near future for the United States. The Hanged Man is simply looking at things in a new way. He is not in any discomfort here. He's not suffering consequences for a misdeed. He's chosen to be here. Look, he is just, and look, he's got the inspiration coming off him as he looks at things in a new way. I'm thinking we're going to have some major changes in our government, and in the near future, we're all going to need to be looking at our government in a whole new way. And we're seeing that start. The rising importance and relevance of our sheriff's associations and people at the state level and local level taking back more power and autonomy for their governance. We are seeing that. Now, again, The rollout's not happening as fast as some of us would like, but the end result's going to be a lot less worry for us, a lot less worry. So things are going to be better. We're going to be out of troubled water, okay? And things are going to be better. Yeah, let's see what else we got from the universe on that. We got the Lover's card, another major arcana. And major arcanas, you know, means if you're getting the message from a major arcana card, it's pretty well not going to be changed. It's firm. Okay. And the Lover's card here is one of balance. And weren't we just talking about that? About balance between the divine feminine and masculine. So our world's going to be coming into a better place of balance. And it hasn't been an easy road. Okay. We got the 10 of Wands. Wands are a fast moving energy. So I'm not getting anything here to say that even though we're going to be looking at things in a new way and the rollout won't be as fast as some of us would want, it is going to happen. And this means, you know, we're at the end of an era here. We knew that. We knew that. It's the end of an era for a really sad chapter in American politics. And it's the end of an era for the human race. And we are coming up on a time to be sovereign, to be autonomous, to be valued members at a much bigger than global table. We need to step up and be lifelong learners ourselves and ready to do that, okay? We really do. In the meantime, hey, kudos to all of us patriots. This week, the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago, I think, was watched closely to see if we could be goaded into reactions. I also think that a false flappy thing happened with that one lone person that attacked a FBI office. I'm definitely getting a flappy thing vibe about that. Again, seeing if they could get other people to do that, thinking that it was what was happening. So folks, we got galvanized, but we didn't get goaded. And people learned to laugh at the lunacy of that. What, 6-hour, you know, search and seizure of what, archived documents? I don't know. Anyway, so keep smiling, because evil hates it when we smile. Keep looking past the official story for news and information. Question everything, including me. But I'll tell you this about me. If you do have a question for me, just ask, and I'll give you an honest answer. Like I've always said, make sure you have a need to know. But if you feel like I could have a need for some information from me, just ask me. I'll tell you. Okay. That's it for this video. Thank you so much, especially letting me, you know, put down the rules of the road and things like that. But I thought it was time to do it. Okay. I don't want to be criticized for being a conservative when I've never said I was anything but. And if you don't like my videos, I think it's important to realize you paid nothing for them. Go away. Yeah, I know I've got the milk and cookie grandma exterior here, but you don't survive all the stuff I've survived in life without having a backbone and a survivor instinct too. So that comes into play at times. Thank you so much. It's Friday. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with something, even if it's just a live stream so you can ask me those questions about my life that you might have been wanting to ask. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, take care.